Good Thursday, everyone. I'm Cyrus Webb, and welcome to Conversation Daily News. Glad you all could be with us. Well, we made it over the hump, and we're in the home stretch toward the weekend. Of course, you have these headlines coming up on this Thursday. I have a message from my book, Words I Choose to Live By, and in today's Entertainment Spotlight, you hear part of my conversation with acclaimed actress Freya Allan from the hit film you guys have all been waiting for, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. You hear part of that conversation today. Enjoy our broadcast. For Conversation Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with your Thursday headlines. In international news, why the U.S. paused the delivery of 2,000-pound bombs to Israel ahead of a possible Rafah attack, says the Associated Press. As it targets Hamas underground tunnels in Gaza, Israel has relied on powerful 2,000-pound bombs provided by the United States, but now those deliveries are on hold. The U.S. is pausing a shipment of 1,800 of the bombs, as well as 1,700 500-pound bombs, U.S. officials said on Wednesday. The decision comes as Israel is planning an assault on the southern Gaza city of Rafah in an attempt to root out the final elements of Hamas. With more than 1 million refugees sheltering in Rafah, U.S. officials are concerned the bombing could inflict massive casualties. Human rights groups have long said that Israel's use of powerful bombs has caused the indiscriminate killings of civilians. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin told a Senate panel on Wednesday that smaller, more precise weapons are needed for a densely populated area like Rafah. Still, he made clear the decision wasn't final. We're going to continue to do what's necessary to ensure that Israel has the means to defend itself, Austin said. But that said, we are currently reviewing some near-term security assistance shipments in the context of unfolding events in Rafah. While the U.S. has dropped 2,000-pound bombs of its aircraft since World War II, current versions date back to the Vietnam War, says the Associated Press. It's an airdrop munition, one that can carry a higher payload because it doesn't have an engine. It's one of the larger munitions in the U.S. inventory, said a senior research analyst at the Foundation for the Defense of Democracy Center on Military and Political Power. In national news, House quickly rejects Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene's effort to remove Speaker Johnson from office, as the Associated Press. Hardline Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene stunned colleagues Wednesday, calling for a vote to oust Speaker Mike Johnson, but lawmakers quickly rejected it. Greene pressed ahead with her long-shot effort despite pushback from Republicans at the highest levels, tired of the political chaos. One of Donald Trump's biggest supporters in Congress, Greene stood on the House floor and read a long list of transgressions she said Johnson had committed as Speaker. Colleagues booed in protest. It was the second time in a matter of months that Republicans have tried to oust their own speaker, an unheard-of level of party turmoil with a move rarely seen in U.S. history. Greene of Georgia criticized Johnson's leadership as pathetic, weak, and unacceptable. GOP lawmakers filtered toward Johnson, giving him pats on the back and grasping his shoulder to assure him of their support. House Majority Leader Steve Scalise quickly moved to table the effort, essentially stopping it from going forward. The motion to table was swiftly approved. In entertainment news, Kim Godwin is out as ABC News president, says Yahoo News. Kim Godwin, who made history as the first black woman to run a broadcast TV news division, is leaving ABC News after a turbulent 3-year run. The Walt Disney Company-owned network announced Godwin's departure on Sunday in a memo from Deborah O'Connell, president of News Group and Networks. Godwin joined ABC in May 2021 from CBS News, where she had been an executive vice president and oversaw its diversity efforts. O'Connell said she will oversee the news division for the time being. Godwin signed a new deal with ABC in February when the company put her division under O'Connell, a veteran Disney executive. The move put a layer between Godwin and top leadership at Disney, never a good sign for the executive's future at the Burbank-based entertainment company. She had been reporting to Dana Walden, co-chairman of Disney Entertainment. And finally, in business news, Wall Street's lull stretches to a second day as indexes finish mixed. Wall Street's lull stretched into a second day as U.S. stocks drifted to a mixed close and quiet trading on Wednesday. The S&P 500 finished virtually unchanged after flipping between modest gains and losses through the day. It edged down by 0.03% to 5,188. It was coming off a very slight gain from Tuesday, which followed a big 3-day winning streak. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 172 points, or 0.4%, to 39,056, and the Nasdaq Composite slipped 30 points, or 0.2%, to 16,303. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. It's now time for a message from my book, Words I Choose to Live By. Enjoy. Good Thursday, everyone. I'm Cyrus Webb, and welcome to Words I Choose to Live By. Sometimes life presents a challenge that helps define the person you are versus the person you can be. Do not think because you are facing difficulty that this means you are on the wrong path. Instead, remember this. Just like tests in school help to fortify you for the next grade, what you are going through right now is preparing you for what is to come. Learn all you can today so you can be better equipped for the challenges of tomorrow. Have an amazing Thursday. We are part of my conversation coming up with Freya Allan, today's Entertainment Spotlight. Stay with us. You're listening to Conversation Dirty News. For Conversation Dirty News, I'm Cyrus Webb with your Entertainment Spotlight. Acclaimed actress Freya Allan joined me on Conversations Live, the radio show, to talk about the new blockbuster film, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Here's a bit of our conversation.
Freya, thank you so much for spending some time with us. Really appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Well, Freya, I, like a million other people, we follow you on social, so we've seen you on the red carpets from London to Los Angeles. How does it feel now to be able to introduce this film to the world?
I mean, I feel so proud of it. It's also kind of bizarre because once we started shooting, it felt like you instantly forgot that it was a big movie, and it just became, it felt like you were shooting a little film with your friends, and so it's kind of amazing now that it's getting, shared to the world. But I'm very proud of what Wes has done with it and what the whole cast has achieved, and so I'm really proud for everyone to get to see it now.
Yeah, Freya, it's hard to believe that the first movie in this series came out in 1968. We're talking over 50 years ago. Why do you think the Planet of the Apes franchise has continued to resonate with audiences?
I mean, I distinctively remember my mum, like when I got the audition, she was, saying you have to go and watch that original film because it made such an impact on me, and it's got so much relevance, and so. I feel like that's what it is. I feel like they've continued to, resonate with what we're going through in humanity, and to kind of be able to see the mistakes we're making as humans projected on another species. I think sometimes makes it easier for us to kind of be critical of ourselves. So I think that's definitely an element to it. But of course, there are also these amazing blockbuster films that have adventure and action and all the things that people love in order to kind of escape. But I think at the core, there's a real heart to them.
Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. We thank you all for tuning in to this edition of Conversations Daily News. I'll be back on tomorrow to wrap up this week. Until then, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Daily News today. Let's go make today amazing. Take care.